I'd like to tell you the story of the night my grandmother died.
I still get chills when she tells the story.
I was about 18 years old and my family lived in Florida, and I knew my grandmother had been sick. She lived in Minnesota, so I hadn't seen her in several months. It was probably about 3 a.m. and I woke up and there was a bright light in my room. And I looked and my grandmother was standing there. And I got this intense waves of love, peace. I guess that's the best way to describe it. It was just this incredibly peaceful, intensely loving feeling. And she was standing with all this light around her. And she said to me, "I'm going, Molly, and I just wanted to let you know and say goodbye."
Wow.
The feeling of intense love was so strong, and the light went away at the same moment that our family's phone started ringing outside my bedroom. And I ran to get it and I picked it up, and it was my grandmother's minister, and he said, "Oh, I'm sorry to tell you." I said, "Oh, I know, Grandma just died."
Wow.
And I went to get my mother, that was her daughter, and I woke up my mother and brought her out and I told her the story. And the minute I described that moment to her of my grandmother standing in my bedroom, my mother got this intense feeling, that same
The
feeling.
same feeling you'd had, huh?
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
It was like it transferred to her.
Yeah.
We made some coffee and we sat at the kitchen table and we...
This is 3 a.m. or something?
Yeah, it's like 4 by
4 in the
now.
morning.
And we sat there for a couple of hours laughing and telling stories about my grandma. I just felt so incredibly happy. Eventually my dad walks out into the kitchen. He's, "What's going on here?" He was a pretty angry man. And I said, "Oh, Grandma just died."
And here you two are laughing and carrying on.
And he said, "What's wrong with you? You should be upset and crying. What is going on?" There was no way to explain to him what was going on, but my mom and I were on a high all day long.
Wow. It's cool that you had your mom to really get what you went through and totally accept it and believe it. That's
We
amazing.
always felt good about my grandmother's passing.
So do you think this experience with your grandmother makes it easier for you to contemplate your own death one day?
Yes, absolutely.
That's great.
Yes, I definitely felt like her message to me was, it goes on and it's wonderful. No worries.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.